Well, I think the interesting phenomena about this job is that if you're very lucky, and if you play it right, you can go on doing it all your life, more or less. Because in most jobs, you get to the age I am now, and you're asked to retire, to go off and do something else, play golf or whatever. But if you're an actor, your usefulness carries over. I mean, roles change, obviously, and so there's always something. The doors close on some things, and they open on others, which is, you know, very reassuring. The process is, it's odd. It's like Mr. Micawber. You always hope that something will turn up. As much as you expect to plan it, you can't, because in a way you're dependent on you know, other people's employment. Unless you are, as a lot of actors are, and I've done it myself, you become very proactive and you create opportunities for yourself, which is more often easier said than done. You know, I have a terrible facility to say yes to everything, including doing this interview. You know, you're another leap into the unknown. But it leads you into, sometimes into a lot of trouble, but more often than not into a whole new, interesting, you know, sphere. And the invitation, in fact, was at the Aspen Ideas Festival, where somehow, I don't know how well, I do know how I got there. I was very happy to be part of this extraordinary, you know, week of intellectual discussion and with people who, you know, really the movers and shakers, and just to be a fly on the wall was wonderful. And, you know, I also got to do something there. So, you know, the performer, I think, I always try to look back to the, you know, the days, the Elizabethan days, where a performer was expected to be not only a dynamic actor, and also a great speaker. This is another thing that's fallen by the wayside. The actual, you know, physical act of acting and voice production is all, you know, gone by the board, because we all now rely on little microphones and we mumble. But he was also expected to be a playwright, musician, dancer, whatever. You know, we're all put in our little pigeonholes. You're even a stage actor rather than a theater actor. It's very depressing. Whereas, you know, the Renaissance feeling was that you were capable of anything you put your mind to. Well, obviously entertainment is important. And as we have more and more leisure time, it becomes increasingly important. And I think that's where not just mindless entertainment, you know, filling up the hours. I think it does become important to, you know, to have entertainment that really increases, you know, what a piece of work is man. Again, that sounds pretentious, but I do think there is, you know, if we speak English, we inherit an extraordinary culture, and it has to be handed down. And my only concern is that, you know, when there are cuts in the schools, it's the performing arts education that often goes by the board, which is very short-sighted. I know that, you know, obviously athletics is very important, the exercise of the physical body, but the exercise of the imagination, I think, is equally vital. And it's a very well-known fact that if you have a performing arts program, it often it leads to great success in, you know, other academic subjects. There's a, you know, synergy between the two.